Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Let me turn off my own sound. All right. Gonna give it just a couple of minutes to get started. I'm going to answer your questions today about Blogging Jumpstart. I've gotten a lot of questions about this class, and I love that I'm getting questions about this class. It means you guys are interested, so I definitely want to take some time to answer those questions. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Right, so we're going to get started in just a minute. Awesome. All right. Well, my name is Kirsten Thompson from SweetTeaLLC.co, and it's Techno Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, I go live right here on Facebook to either share some cool tech knowledge with you or some blog education and encouragement. So this week's a little bit different. I have a brand new course that I'm really excited about called Blogging Jumpstart. So I thought I would spend today answering some of the more common questions that I have received about Blogging Jumpstart and just kind of tell you a little bit more details about the course itself. Good morning, Roxana. How are you? So first of all, Blogging Jumpstart is a course that I've designed specifically for brand new bloggers. I get a lot of questions from my readers about how to start a blog, and this is that course. But it's more than just how to start a blog, because there's tons and tons of resources out there that will tell you how to start a blog, and they'll kind of give you a little bit of background, like, okay, so you need to go set up a website, and then you need to create content, and this, that, and the other. But what's different about Blogging Jumpstart is that it's kind of like blogging 101. So I've been blogging for 7 years, and I have noticed, especially in the past couple years, that people who are brand new to blogging, they don't want to just start a blog and start sharing content. They want to start a blog and they want it to look great from day one, and they want it to look like they've been doing it for a while. So that's what this course is for. So I'm going to run through the curriculum really quickly and just give you a look at how in-depth this course is going to be. But keep in mind, like I said, it is for new bloggers. So I'm going to break down all of this content into a really easy to understand platform. Okay, so you guys are going to be able to take it bite-sized piece by bite-sized piece and follow along. And everything is a video tutorial. So I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you. So the very first module is about setting up your home base, and that's your website. So I'm going to give you an overview of some of the more common blog platforms, and we're going to talk about what hosting means. We're going to talk about where to get your domain and how to hook it up to your website. We're going to talk about all the different themes that make your blog beautiful. And we're also going to learn how to navigate the WordPress dashboard, including how to install plugins properly, and what different plugins are used for, and some of the ones that I highly recommend that you have on your website. And I'm also going to show you how to keep your website secure. So I do want to go ahead and mention that I am going to be teaching off of the WordPress dashboard. This is self-hosted WordPress. It's wordpress.org, not .com. But a lot of what we're going to be doing can be applied to any blog platform. So if you don't want to use wordpress.org, you can absolutely still learn a lot in this course, because the other modules in this course are not specific to WordPress. It's really just that very first module. So the second module is about creating images for your blog. We're going to talk about basic photography equipment. I'm going to give you some tips for styling your photos and like what kind of things you can use to create some styled photos. We're going to go over some basic photo editing, both free and paid resources to do some photo editing. We're going to talk about creating watermarks and doing overlays. I'm going to talk to you about image file names and help you learn how to properly name the images you use in a blog post so that you have high SEO ranking for those images. And we're going to talk about sizing and compressing your images and storing and organizing those images. So it's a really in-depth coverage of all the things you need to know about all the graphics and photos for your website. Hey, Kathy, good morning. The third module is all about social media. So I'm going to help you get set up on social media and create all of your social media accounts. We're going to design our header images, and I'm going to show you how to write an effective description for your header images before you upload them to social media. We're going to talk about how to curate content for each of your social networks and how to credit others properly. I'm going to show you how to use calls to action on social media so people will do what you want them to do, like click through to a blog post or sign up for your email list or share something on another social platform. We're going to go over some really great scheduling tools because social media can become a huge time suck, and you really need to be using scheduling tools, but they don't have to cost you a fortune. So we're going to talk about how to use different scheduling tools and some of the etiquette for that. And then we're going to talk about growing our social media platforms through engagement. So that's module number 3. Module number 4 is all about email. I am a self-proclaimed email nerd, so we're going to spend quite a bit of time on this, but I'm going to break it down and make it really easy for you. So I'm going to show you specifically, we're going to talk about why email is so important and why I put it in this course. A lot of bloggers who are brand new kind of push email to the back burner and they set up everything else except for their email. So I want to make sure that you include email as part of your startup because you should start your email from day one. I think I need this course. Kathy, come on, bring it. So we're going to talk about why email is so important, and then I'm going to help you actually get started with email. So I'm going to help you get started on the MailChimp platform. We're also going to look at ConvertKit, and you can figure out which one is right for you. I'm going to help you add forms to your blog. We're going to create our first opt-in offer together. I'm going to show you how to set up an RSS feed, and we're going to talk about the difference between RSS and an actual newsletter. So you'll have a solid understanding of what all of that means. I'm going to help you create a newsletter, and we're going to talk about some list growth strategies as well. So that's the email module. The next module is about SEO and measurement. So a lot of you may not even understand what SEO is. It's search engine optimization, and that's pretty much how you get found through organic search. When people Google something, you want to show up in that search. So we're going to talk about what SEO means, and we're going to do some keyword research for your website based on the categories and things that you want to talk about. I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Analytics dashboard so that it's really easy to read. We're going to use the Yoast SEO plugin. Erin, girl, when was this? Where was this when I started? I know, right? And I'll talk about that in a minute. The Yoast SEO plugin is a plugin that's for self-hosted WordPress. So again, if you're on a different platform, the bulk of this course can be applied to you, but we are going to talk about something specific to the WordPress self-hosted platform. So just keep that in mind. As we get into keywords a little bit more, we're going to talk about primary, secondary, and tertiary keywords. And this is all probably a foreign language to you right now, and that's totally fine. We're going to explain all of it. I'm going to show you how to actually format your blog post for SEO, and then we're going to talk about follow, no follow links, and anchor text. Those are all things that I wish I knew at the very beginning because my original blog post would have gained so much more engagement and traffic had I known this from day one. So that's why I want to make sure I include it in this course. And then finally, the last module is kind of everything else lumped together that I feel like you need to know from the beginning, but it doesn't really fit into another module very neatly. So we're going to talk about FTC guidelines and disclosures. This is basically the legal stuff that you need to know about running a blog. We're going to talk about creating a privacy policy. I'm going to actually help you do that, give you some resources to help you create a privacy policy so you can protect your own content. We're going to briefly go over how to host a giveaway and connect with sponsors for giveaways. We're going to briefly go over creating roundup posts, using affiliate links, crafting an about page, and then we're going to talk about tips for a purposeful sidebar. So you don't just have a bunch of stuff in your sidebar as filler. It needs to actually have a meaning. So all of those things are going to be in the last module. So all of that stuff is a lot of value for brand new bloggers, and there's a lot of content in this course, and I'm selling it for $98. It's $98.50. This is basically your deep dive into blogging 101 to help you get started on the right foot. So after you complete this course, all that's left is content creation, and you can just go and do your blog and grow. So Kathy said, I will say this course at the beginning of my blogging journey would have saved me so much time getting started right and not chasing so many squirrels. Yes. And Erin, you said, where was this when I started? And that's precisely why I created this course, because this was not around when I started blogging 7 years ago, and I wish it was. And I know that even as a lot of new bloggers start blogs now, I see it all the time in Facebook groups. They're asking all these questions about the stuff that's in this course. So I've put everything that I can think of that a brand new blogger needs to know from the start, especially if they want to take their blog seriously. I've put it into this course, and I'm selling it for a very deep discount. I originally listed this course for $197, and I recently cut the price in half to $98.50 because I know that brand new bloggers are very much on a budget, and I get that. And you're potentially going to be buying other things. You're going to sign up for a hosting plan, you're going to purchase a domain, you're going to have your website theme that you're going to have to buy. So there's other things that you're going to have to purchase, and I don't want you to feel like you're investing too much time and too much money into something that may eventually just be a hobby. But if you are wanting to take your blog seriously and you want to do it right from the very beginning, then Blogging Jumpstart is for you. So some of the questions that I've seen going around about this course that I just want to talk about now that we've covered the curriculum, one of the things is the format. So as I said, there are 6 modules, and each module has individual video lessons in them. Each module is going to be released on a Wednesday. So starting next Wednesday, is it next Wednesday? Yes, next Wednesday, February 1st, you're going to get the first module for setting up your home base. And you're going to be able to access every video tutorial in that module forever and ever and ever, but you're going to get the entire module all at the same time on Wednesday. The following Wednesday, you'll get the second module, and so on. So every week for 6 weeks, every Wednesday, you're going to get the next module in the course. And you're going to be able to take your time and go in and watch the video lesson, implement the thing on your blog, come back and watch it whenever you need to, and refresh your memory and ask questions. There's also going to be a Facebook group that is just for the students in this course. So as you're working through each one of these lessons and you have questions, it's inevitable that you're going to have questions. You can pop into the Facebook group and go, hey, I'm stuck on this. Can somebody help me out? And I will be in that group every day to help you as much as possible. Also, every single week, and the times and days will vary on this, but every single week for 6 weeks, we're going to have a live training right inside that Facebook group. So it's basically going to be like a recap of the week. And I have a lot of students who just finished up Finish Big, Start Strong, which is my signature course. And we did this in there. So every week, basically to recap the week, I would pop in and do a live training with them. And that's what I'm going to do with you. So we'll basically, when we get close to the end of the first week, I'll pop in and do a Facebook Live, and I'll answer your questions about hosting, about domains, about WordPress themes, about whatever you have from the first week. And we'll do that every single week for 6 straight weeks. The trainings will live in the Facebook group, so they will be there for you to watch forever. And then when the course is over, I will be uploading those to the actual course content. So you'll be able to see those Facebook Live trainings right there in the course itself. So, time to complete. I've heard a lot of people ask about how intensive this is. It is a very intensive course. And really the time to complete the course is up to you and your learning curve. If you're brand new and you're not tech savvy and you don't even know what WordPress is, it might take you a little bit longer to finish some of these lessons. So it's really up to you, but I'm trying to keep each video tutorial with under like 5 or 6 minutes. So, realistically, you can watch an entire module in about half an hour to 45 minutes, but it's going to take you longer than that to implement. So I want you to be able to watch the video in very little bit of time and then spend more time doing the work and asking questions. So the video tutorials will be a lot of screen sharing, a lot of slides, because I want you to visually see everything that we're doing. I'm not just going to tell you that you need to go have hosting done. I'm physically going to show you what that looks like. I'm not going to just tell you this is how you format your blog post for SEO. I'm going to show you what it looks like live on my blog, and where all those keywords are and all that fun stuff. So I'm physically going to show you every piece of this. And I'm going to try to keep the video tutorials as short as possible so that you can actually stop watching and start working. But again, like I said, you need to be prepared to do the work. So, you know, labor intensive, I mean, it's really up to you. You could realistically watch all of the lessons in one module and then spend the weekend implementing everything. So it's kind of up to you how much time you want to spend on it. You have lifetime access to this course. So at any time down the road, if I update something or, you know, add something to it, you're going to get that. I'm not going to charge you anything extra if I end up adding something to this course. I am going to continue offering this course, but the first group to go through the course is the group who's going to get the Facebook group with the live trainings every week. After the first 6 weeks of the course, the live trainings will not be happening. So the people who sign up to go through this course beginning February 1st will have access to those live trainings when they're live. Everybody else will have them as a replay. So that's one of the benefits to getting in right now. And I'm probably going to increase the price after February 1st too, because there's just so much content in here that it's worth way more than $98. But I just really want to get as many people as possible in here because I know how valuable it is. And I know how much you're going to learn from this, and you're going to be able to just blog without having to stress over all the things because you're going to know all the things. And if you forget how to do something, you can log right back into the course, watch the video again, refresh your memory, and go about your business. So that's one of the really good benefits of having this course online is that you can access it anytime. So again, the name of the course is Blogging Jumpstart. There is a link in the description of this video for the landing page for this course. So you can click on that and you can register right there. It's $98.50. And again, the first module is released next Wednesday on February 1st. Once course begins on February 1st, I will send out an email to every person who registers, let you know that the first module is live. Here's how to access it. I'll be sending a link out soon with a link to the Facebook group. So people who register for the course can go ahead and get in the Facebook group and start meeting each other. And then I will send out a weekly email letting you know when each Facebook Live training is going to be. So if you can't be part of the actual live training, you will have an opportunity to submit your questions beforehand, and I can answer them live. So you can go back later and watch the replay and see the answers to your questions. So I hope that covers everything. If you have any other questions about this course, please ask in the comments below. If you know someone who would be interested in this course, who would benefit from this, I would greatly appreciate it if you would share this video. And hopefully I will see you in class next week. So take care, guys. Bye.